Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon all. Today, me and my colleague will present the result of our discussion about Windows 8. Before starting the presentation, let me introduce myself. First, my name is Muhammad Distira Prakoso. I am with two other team members. His name Hirgi Hermawan and Gema Akbar. We are from the group 3 and class 1 CC3. Next, I will inform you about the basic function of the operating system. There are 5 basic functions including 1. Interface between the user and the hardware. 2. Coordinate hardware components. 3. Provide environment for software to function. 4. Provide structure for data management. And 5. Monitor system health functionality. Before going any further, it would be nice for us to know who founded Windows. The founder of Windows was named the company was who created Windows the first time. The company was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen on April 4, 1975 with the first version of Microsoft Windows called Windows 1.0 was released on November 20, 1985. Here are some discussion material that will cover including in slide 4. Material discussion. 1. Windows 8 system history. 2. Features Windows 8 problem. 3. Version advantage and disadvantage. 4. Solution system requirement. The next material will be delivered my partner, his name Gema Akbar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Gema Akbar Ramadan dari kelas 1 CC3. In slide 6, Windows 8. Windows 8 is the code name for the next version of Microsoft Windows operating system manufactured by Microsoft for personal computer, including home and business computer, laptop, notebooks, tablet PC, server, and media center PC. System this operation use an ARM microprocessor and the traditional x86 microprocessor made by Intel and AMD and release schedule for its late operating system Windows 8 on 26 October 2012, along with the first anti-satellite computer running Windows 8. In slide 7, History of Windows. Windows 8 development started before Windows 7, shipped in 2009. Early version of Windows 8 ran on some proof of concept ARM device. On June 1, 2011, Microsoft discontinued the new Windows 8 user interface as well as additional features and boot Computex Taipei and D9. Meet all things digital in California. Microsoft released Windows 8 Developer Preview Build 8102 and Microsoft released new Windows 8. On September on September on September 13, 2011, Build 8 2102, Windows 8 developer preview was released to the public at the Microsoft Build conference on February 19, 2012. Microsoft launched a new logo that will be adopted for Windows 8. Microsoft planned to hold a launch event on October 25, 2012 and release Windows 8 for general availability the following day. However, just a day after the release of manufacturing a copy of the final version from Windows 8, company and procedure produced for the European market leaked into the web, and a few days later there was an enterprise leaks both I IA32 and X64 and on August 15, 2012. In slide 8, on, on slide 7, we can see the logo of the Windows 8 version number 1. There is a Windows logo, and number 4, and number 2, Windows 8 Pro, number 3, Windows and Windows 8 Enterprise, and number 4, Windows RT. On slide 8 there, advantage. Number 1, integrate notification for almost all online account. Number 2, boofing with a UAV-based BIOS is more secure with secure boot technology. And number 3, compatible with all software for the previous version of the operating system. Number 4, the boot process is relatively faster than previous version of Windows. And number 5, economical minimum system requirements. Number 6, search results on the start menu are wider. And slide 9, disadvantage. Number 1, the full screen start menu is a bit annoying when used on a laptop. Number 2, still using the built-in web browser Internet Explorer. Number 3, the number of background text that drain internet quota.
Okay, enter the next slide. Here I will explain the feature that exists in Windows 8, namely the first, start screen. And this is a sample display from the start screen. And the start screen is a home screen that contains several useful features for the user. We can also occupy the position, size, and number of title filters on the start screen. And then the second one is chumps, which is a display example of the chumps. It's a bit blurry. Mostly chump is a new implementation of the traditional Windows start bar. Spell can also be used configure setting for individual application on the fly. On a typical non-touch PC, jump access by dragging the mouse to the lower left corner on the screen, to the same place as the old Windows Start button. On a tablet, you sweep from the right side of the screen to bring out the jump. And next, Windows Control Panel. Windows Control Panel is improving the Windows Task Manager in Microsoft to redesign the control panel for Windows 8. Includes new option personalization, user wireless notification, general, privacy, browse, and share. When Metro style apps become available, we can use the personalized menu to customize the start menu with tilts for calendar, music, email, Netflix, and more. Next, two-touch keyboard. Windows 8 also contains two soft keyboards and ancient traditional keyboards, plus a new thumb keyboard for non-touch types. In Microsoft, attempt to make typing on a virtual keyboard faster and more accurate. A revised edition of the conventional keyboard touches words on the screen as we type. And then, full screen apps. Although we can pin your favorite application to the taskbar in full screen apps, as usually most the app will be on the start screen, just like it used to live in start menu. Just run the start screen or tap or click on the title for the app you want to launch. Applications that are optimized for the tablet will become full screen, while others redirect back to the desktop. And the last one is Windows Store. The Windows stores look like a lot like home screen with titles that fit various categories and filter up. From there, we can see more detailed list of the apps available in particular session. And this is a display of the Windows Store in Windows 8. Okay, to the next slide. We will discuss problem and solution that usually occur when using Windows 8. First, namely, is virus and malware. And the second one, the need for faster and safer sharing. And the third is accumulation of junks. And the last one, complicated startup option. For the solution of this all problem is, for the virus, back in the day of Windows 7, protecting a Windows machine from harmful virus and other form of malware mean that we need to install third-party antivirus software, either free or premium software. Example of SMADA, and set all of its component to active mode. And the second program and the second program and the solution is back in XP and Vista. Sharings mean that we should go through a complicated process of setting up all the devices that need to be connected to the network. We should need to a storage device that will store the data to be transferred to other computer. And the third one is accumulation of junks. Accumulation of useless data is typical in all operation systems. Deleting all of this junk means accessing a tool called disk cleanup. When data accumulates, some part of our system slow down and they can also become a haven for virus in a long run. And the last one is complicated startup option. The problem set in when we fail to post it on the exact time and the operating system loads again, then we need to get back to the square one. Reinstalling Windows or accessing the advanced startup option was indeed a hassle back in Windows XP, Vista, and Windows 7. And that is the problem and the solution if we use Windows 8. And to the next slide is system requirements. For the system requirement, is the first one is processor 1 GHz or faster with support for PAE, NX, and SSE2. And for the info, you can also search in the Google for the detail. And the second one is RAM, 1 GB for 32 byte and 2 GB for 46 byte. And the hard disk space, 16 GB for 32 byte or 20 GB for 64 byte. And the last one is a graphic card, Microsoft DirectX 9 graphic device with VDDM driver. And that's it, the system requirement minimum if you want to run a Windows 8. And that's it. The ISA's assessment presentation today. If there is an error in the word, apologize for its size. We from the group 3 say thank you for all attention and for your time. And that's it from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.